Alright, this walkthrough video is going to cover the speed cycle achievement in Solar 2, which requires going from Big Crunch to the next Big Crunch, or Big Bang to Big Crunch in less than 20 minutes, which basically means what you need to do is start off as a black hole, reach critical mass, explode, and as soon as you become an asteroid, the timer starts. What you want to do is focus on gaining mass as quickly as possible throughout the entire time you're doing this achievement. And start off as an asteroid, just moving to the larger cluster of rocks and picking up as many as possible, as quickly as possible. Don't worry about any that you might miss, little stragglers that you knock away. As you can see, you've already hit asteroid in less than a minute. And the same as a planet, just head for the large clusters of asteroids. Stay away from any life whatsoever. If nomads give chase, run away, because they can strip your mass pretty quick. It helps to have tried the asteroid nursery achievement before going through this and doing a lot of the other missions and so on and so forth, because by this time you'll have built up necessary skills on how to quickly pick up many asteroids at once. And as you can see, I'm ignoring any kind of loners. You definitely want to head for the big clusters as often as possible. If they start to get pulled too much by nearby gravity wells, just ignore them, move on to the next. Now we're at the life planet stage. Don't worry about evolving your life or tending to it in any way whatsoever. And don't even really be afraid to accidentally exterminate it somehow, because it's not necessary to have. We just want to get to the small star stage next as soon as we can. If your ship starts shooting nearby asteroids, it's best to run off to another area. Get them distracted on something else. And as I did before, I turned on the path key, which helps picking up asteroids and such quicker. Because with the path key on, basically you want the line that the asteroid or planet or whatever you're trying to pull into your orbit is traveling on to be parallel to the path that you're traveling, or perpendicular. Or it should be parallel to the line that could be drawn from an edge at the time, if that makes sense. It's somewhat difficult to explain. As you can see, I lost my map, but that's okay, because it's about to hit the next stage. As a medium star, I just want to quickly pick up planets wherever possible. possible. Ignore trying to steal them from other solar systems, just pick up free-floating planets. And life planets are, of course, the better of the two, since when you consume them, you'll get more mass. I seem to notice that the less life planets you currently have in orbit, the more often you actually find them, which may just be a coincidence in my case. But if you notice this yourself, then I would definitely suggest consuming life planets often, so as to continue finding more. Although it's best to have a shield, that way you can protect yourself when you do get shot from losing any of your mass and setting yourself back too far, or any possible collisions. And you definitely want to avoid turning into a dual star system, because that will take you forever. And it would definitely mean not being able to get the achievement. Because the star progression is the longest part of this whole cycle. Also, if you notice any nomad ships starting to attack, or even hostile ships starting to attack your outlying or unshielded planets, quickly consume them before they get stripped of mass themselves. Or if they're about to collide into something, is a good idea too. Also, make sure that you have no more than 4 planets as you start to get close to a neutron star, because once you turn into one, if you have more than 4 currently orbiting you, you'll lose them and they'll fly off, which is more lost progress. And I have no physics or God options turned on in this playthrough, I should also note. And I'm pretty sure you can't use any for the achievement itself. But they're not necessary, as you can see, because I do this with time to spare. But basically, yeah, just follow, those strategies. Go for live planets when you can find them. Keep no more than 4. Avoid colliding into anything. Keep moving, definitely. And always avoid getting caught up in battles with enemy ships, because there's just a pain in the ass. It's not going to get you anywhere. And now, as you can see, once I hit Neutron star, the speed cycle timer comes on. And that shows us exactly how much time we have left to hit the next big crunch. The last important note on Neutron star is to conserve the most mass. One thing you want to do is make sure that you consider how much mass is in all of your planets towards the end. Like, let's say, for example, we know each life planet has about 100 mass. So once we get to 3,700, I can just consume all 3 of my planets instantly to turn into a black hole, instead of finding additional planets, getting to 3,900 or something, and then ending up with excess mass that I didn't really need. And that's not really a major issue, but in this case, every second counts. So that's definitely something to take into account. And definitely try not to be traveling without a shield around your star. It's not a guaranteed way to lose, but it definitely makes things a lot riskier, unnecessary. As you can see, once I got close to 3,700, I just consumed everything because I realized I had it. Now as a black hole, I know I'm pretty much towards the end, so I try to be a little more cautious. And I would definitely suggest, if you find yourself having excess time, don't rush yourself too much. At least when you're trying for the achievement. If you want to try the speed cycle again, just to try to get a record time, then that's different, but at least that way you're not risking having to start over again just to get the achievement. And definitely best way to get through the black hole level as quickly as possible is to consume other smaller black holes. And you do this, you can spawn the most usually by avoiding actually consuming asteroid fields and just flinging them about. Because then those dark matter asteroids typically hit something like just now. One of them collided with that star, and then spawned the black hole, which got me more mass than otherwise. And if you see any black holes that are slightly larger than their starting mass, yet smaller than yours, definitely go for them, because they're typically going to give you a large boost. Like that one gave me 200,000 or so, but I had swallowed earlier. Of course, keep the interface on so that you can see the warning markers for the larger black holes. As you can see, I keep spawning lots and swallowing lots of other small black holes. By just flinging those asteroid fields around. There we go, that's the speed cycle achievement unlocked. In exactly 14 minutes and 18 seconds from start to finish.